I'm going to introduce Marcos Alvarez Lozano from Barcelona Activa on stage. We have 5 entrepreneurs today who have spent a lot of time building innovative projects and solutions and companies that really are set to leave a lasting impression and a mark on the sports industry with some really interesting ideas for innovation. So I want to give them as much time as I possibly can. So without further ado, I am going to invite Marcos on stage. Please give him a warm round of applause, and please give a friendly welcome to all of our speakers today as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello? Yeah? Hey. Good morning. Thank you, James, for the presentation. He said I'm Marcos Alvarez. I'm the manager of BSTEP. BSTEP is the Barcelona Sportech Entrepreneurship Program. It's an acceleration program powered by Barcelona Activa. And we are helping startups, Sportech startups, to grow their business and doing training and mentoring, and they have a space of co-working in our facilities in Barcelona Activa. And today the showcase is that 5 of the startups that are taking part in the second edition of the program explain their projects to the audience, okay? So how it works, the showcase, it's really easy. They have 5, hello? That's it? Oh, they have 5 minutes to explain their project, and then I will ask you a question, okay? So it's easy. If you want, you can ask questions through the app of the Congress, okay? You can suggest questions, okay? Thank you, and the first one is Mauro from Fit Buildings.
Hello everyone. My name is Mauro Manca. I'm an architect and a sport building scientist, and we're now promoting Fit Buildings, which is the answer for the ecological transition in sports buildings. And I don't want to be here just like, you know, the cocky scientist who says like, yeah, we told you so, yeah, how dare you, you know that. But we actually did. We told you so. We've been studying sports buildings for the last 5 years already. We knew that we were talking about one of the most energy-consuming buildings in the planet, and when again, so bad need to a major renovation that right now we're experiencing what we're experiencing now. Let's just look at the news. We're seeing like swimming pools that they cannot open anymore. We can see activity that have to close because they cannot pay the energy bills. They cannot afford the trends. This is not new, so that's why we started to work, and we're now having a company that promotes 100% sustainable building renovation, which are also 100% financeable. Look at that. We do that because we can reach up to 70% of energy savings, and we can actually work towards the full decarbonization of the building. This is like Agenda 2030. We're talking about that all the time. And that's not all. We're also talking about making healthy and human design sports buildings, which is also the focus we want to make here. We give a one-stop shop service. We offer consulting of the whole process of sustainability transformation of a sport building. We take care of the whole process of building design, construction, and operation. And we design award-winning buildings. So where's the opportunity here? We have a lot of buildings that need major renovation, 102,000 in Catalonia and many more in Spain and Europe. And here we are with a solid and robust team that can offer service throughout the value chain of the process of a building renovation. So here we are. We're not actually looking for investor directly, unless you want to, of course. But we're already running. We can operate like, or we're already ready for the market. What what we're looking for is for partners, for buildings to join our cause, to work together toward an ecological transition in sports buildings, which is not just for the planet, it's also for people, and most of all, it's for business. Thank you very much. Should I sit?
Yeah. Thank you, Mauro. One question, you talk about the partners, and what is the process and how do you choose the partners that you're working in your projects?
Yeah, thank you for the question, because it's fundamental. It's what make us strong in this field. Well, the first condition, the first common features that we look is the commitment for sustainability, considering sustainability together, environmental, social, and economical. And then the skills they offer. Our partners are experts on sustainable sport buildings. They are expert in sustainability in sports events such as European Games in Baku in Russia, or other games here in Catalonia like the Mediterranean Games. So of course expertise is fundamental. But I would say the first part is commitment towards like an actual change of the way we do things.
Clear. Thank you very much for the presentation, and applause for Mauro, please.
Thank you.
Next one is Josep from INCHA. A big applause for Josep, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Josep Grau, and I'm here to present our project, INCHA. INCHA is a platform that will connect bars and users. And through our virtual platform, we know that there is, according to a research made by La Liga and MediaPro in 2020, there were 85,000 bars that put the sports in our country. 2.6 million people go to the bars every weekend to see football matches. So the 55% of this offer is only for football matches. And the remaining 45, it's other sports that are not accessible or not are offered. So, and another pain that we saw is that the bars nowadays pay 400 euros, and when 7 years ago they used to pay 200. In INCHA, when you are traveling or you are with your friends or you are in your hometown and you have difficulties to see or to watch your sport, here with our app you have the option to find it, and you can search a place to watch your sport. In our app, there will be, when you download it for free, you have a map or a list that you can search your sport. Then, when you have the option, you pick it, and you will see the options of the nearest bars that they offer or televise your sport. Then, if it doesn't publish, you can request it, and the nearest bars, they receive an income request, and they can accept it. And then when you are a user, you will never lose a match, in that case of Betis, because thanks to us, you will have the option to see all the competition. Our value as a user, you will never miss a competition, as I said now, And then, by attending to your favorite and started events, you will earn experiences points that unlock points to get discounts in our Insta bars. And as a customer of a bar, you will have positioning because a typical bar of our neighborhood is only familiar with the people who lives in the zone. With us, you will have all full of fans that will see you. And then we want to let them know that we are not an spend, we are an investment, because they pay us for give them fans to their bar. As I said, bars, they are not positioning in online marketing, and we offer them the possibility to open his range of now we have already 30 events. We have organized 30 events in Barcelona, sports events in different bars, and we were astonished to see in our social media how it was the engagement, especially with women's football. Our objective in the short term is to arrive at the 30 or the main cities of Catalonia, and when we achieve this goal is to make an approach and spread all the Insta community in all the Spanish territory. According to the sustainable objective goals, we want to follow up the number 11, who is the transportation and make the community sustainable. And we want to encourage our fans to take the public transportation to go to their events. And then with our rating model, we want to encourage our bars to open with us, because our users, they will rate, and we want to develop the local communities. And this is all. We encourage you to follow us in our social network, and stay tuned until January when we present our app to the market. Thank you very much. Insta, your sport, your place.
Okay, Josep, thanks for your presentation. One question that I didn't see in the presentation: how are you thinking to monetize Insta?
Well, when I said in the presentation, the users they download for free the app, and we want to the bars they pay a fee. We have three fees: basic, standard, and premium. Our goal is the bars to choose the standard, and the premium version is the most powerful, because we work about data, statistics, how people come to bar, which are the best events that the people who request, and then according to the data of the app, we can see all the favorite teams that people want to see. So taking the premium fee, it's a power of information that they give them the option to improve, to grow their business.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now it's the turn of Justin.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry, it's a little bit loud. I'm going to do this as a coffee check real quick. Hope you're all listening at home. Hope you're all online. Thanks for being here this morning. Let's do one quick thing. If you guys all, does anybody participate in a sport now? Please raise your hand if you participate actively in a sport now. Perfect. How about people who have dogs? People who walk their dogs, go to dog parks. Raise your hand. Awesome. People who like going to the beach and going surfing. Raise your hand. Perfect. This app is for you, for you, for you, for all of you. You all get an app. Like Oprah said, you all get an app, you get an app, and everybody gets an app. This app is Sports Society app. Basically, we are the outdoor sports community app. What we're aiming to do is we want to link our users to other users of the app who play the same sports. Why do we want to do this? It's a niche community. No, it's not a niche community. This applies to 27 sports: basketball, volleyball, petanca, front tennis, any sport you can possibly think of. Why? Because there's a need for a sense of community. People want to meet other people who play the same sports. So we want to give it to them. The user-created content, which is basically all of the societies you'll see inside the app, you post them. The users themselves post them. The other users of the app will validate them. Why do we do this? We want you to get all of the important information you want to use as a user. We want you to be able to find the details. Are there lights? Are there bathrooms? Are there permanent markers? Are there other people playing at this location? What time are they playing? All of these kinds of questions are super important to being able to play in outdoor sports today. So we want to provide you with the platform to share your experiences, share your societies with other users, and make real friends in real life using a digital platform. How are we going to do this? We'll give you the map option, which will show you based on the sport that you want to see, as you can see inside of our phone here now, or we'll give you a detailed list view. Inside those list views, you'll be able to find what details it have, what qualities do they have, how many players are using now, does this society have events? And even if it doesn't exist, we want you to create it, because we want to give you the platform so that you can make these societies in your city. You can change locations. You can go in Barcelona. You could go to Bilbao. You could go on vacation. Sport vacation is really important these days. You can go on vacation, take your basketball shoes with you, and go practice your favorite sport on the islands. Go to the Bahamas and play basketball. It's beautiful. By creating societies, we want to give you creating community sourcing. What that does is you can then validate these societies and say, hey, this is a great location. This isn't a very good location. I had the experience of having someone recommending me a basketball court. I had no information about it. What was on this court? Sand. I was playing on sand, and I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I was like, there's got to be better courts than this. Thus, the idea of Sports Society. We want to give you details that will help you facilitate your time and your experience so that you don't leave 45 minutes from your house and there's nobody playing, or these courts aren't very good, or there's no lights. We want you to be able to find places that are indoors, 24 hours. All of these details are in each society, in any sport that you have. Our filters are super easy to use. We have 4 different categories. We provide every sport based on the category, including workouts, for example. So, hey, I want to go work out at the beach. Are there locations I can? I can filter by it. I want, like I said before, I want a basketball court that has lights and a bathroom because I'm going at 8 o'clock at night with my friends after work. Perfect, you can find it. We want to make every event inside Sports Society 100% free. Why? Yes, there are other applications that will offer similar sports for one sport, but you have to pay. You have to pay to use it every time you use it. Some people can't afford this. Not to mention, we don't want to prevent people from being able to have a great experience because of money. So our platform is dedicated to providing free experiences and free events for everybody. Our photo galleries will let you see, what does this court look like? Is it concrete? Is it grass? Is it indoor? Is it outdoor? And our comments and reviews will give you the best opportunity so you can find the best location to play with your friends. Maybe you have 10 friends and you want a private court. Looks like this court's free. Maybe I'm gonna go by myself and I wanna find people to play with. This court's busy. Our teams and our chats, we have an internal chat that will allow you to share only relevant information. You can even create teams with your friends. And all you can share is societies, events, and people. Why? That way you don't get stuck in a WhatsApp group of 500 people with 10,000 messages you're never going to read. We want to simplify it so that it's all relevant. And our profile is dedicated to allowing you to share who you are as an athlete or as a sports fan with other sports fans so they can get to know you, because the sport that you play is not always the sport that you watch or that you follow. And so we want you to be able to share those experiences with other people. Thank you very much. This is Sports Society, the outdoor sports community app.
Exactly 5 minutes. We have a question from the audience. What other businesses or organizations do you foresee working with the sports society in the future?
Sure. We want to be able to not only work with individuals and people, but we also want to work with organizations. Who benefits from this? The federations, the volleyball federation, the chess federation. Chess is an app, is a sport inside the app. All of the federations. Also, we want to work with companies that want to work with sponsorship. Why? Because we know that athletes have a demand for this. We want them to earn points by using the app and earning discounts with our sponsors. So sponsorships, retailers, organizations, federations. We believe that anyone tied to sports today can be relevant to the application itself. Thank you.
Amazing presentation. Now it's the turn of Adaya from Wave.
Right. Hello? Ah, sí, perfecta, merci. Good morning, we are Wave and we're... espera. Good morning. We're Wave and we're the digital platform for physical education. We have knowledge that there is a problem in the society, right? Children's sedentarism, kids are increasingly inactive and disengaged, and there is a lack of innovation. The training methods are obsolete. So we have implemented 3 solutions: the algorithm, gamification, and digitalization. Investment within the edutech world is growing exponentially, and education framework in the next years will change completely. We have a vision, becoming the world's top-of-mind company in physical education and grassroots sports. And our mission is evolving, gamifying, and digitalizing physical and sports education for all children in order to achieve their optimal comprehensive performance. So, where are all these kids? Where do the kids practice sport? They do it with the families, at school, or in the clubs. There is a massive market to abroad. Now we're working in Spain and Spanish-speaking countries in Latin America, but we're talking about thousands of potential customers, right? Our value proposition is to have kids with better sport performance, better health, the right therapeutic support, and Wave values in their lifestyle, the Wave sport values. So, we've done a product market fit as a proof of concept, and we've tested Wave in different schools to validate that Wave works and measure the market acceptance at the moment. We're working with 8,000 kids right now, and these kids are from the top schools. Let me show you, hold on. Here. BSB, the British School of Barcelona, has implemented Wave. We're working with La Miranda. We're working with Football Club Barcelona. And then regarding families, we have behind families as Shakira, Messi, Busquets, a lot of different soccer players that are implementing Wave in their families. We have a digital platform operative in the market and running. And apart from taking care of the 4 values for the kids, performance, health, therapeutic support, and values, we have the opportunity of managing big data, which is amazing. Well, here you can see the 25 abilities we have implemented, and these are the abilities that kids need to prove, to be able to practice any sport successfully. This is like Wave algorithm. And yeah, we're a fully digital product. With the idea of software as a service, right? So at the moment, we have agreements with different schools in B2B basis, but we have changed the formula to B2B2C, let's say. So we're gonna, from now on, every kid will pay an annual fee for using Wave. This method will give us a lot of scalability. And here is a Wave team. We are a technology-based team, and on the board we have Miquel Valls. He's an important investor in Silicon Valley, in projects of Silicon Valley. And then we have also other relevant investors from the families we mentioned before. We've done a study with Fundación Pies Descalzos and EADA to validate that Wave works and the success of Wave and the acceptance in the market. And then, as you can see, every time there are more successful platforms related with digitalization of learning processes. So we have the proof of evidence that Wave really works, right? And now here, the most important. At the end of this month, on the 31st of October, we closed the round of investment for 500 grand. And we have the 80% covered, but we're still having 2 tickets available. So if anyone here is interested, you can either speak with me or with Danny. He's here in the room. And we can explain you further about the project. And that's about it. Thank you for listening. And now we're ready to answer any question you might have.
Thanks, Adalia. And really interesting the presentation and the information of the round. And which is your strategy for the next years in financial terms?
Right. Well, as I said, we're closing the investor round for 500 grand at the end of this month. And then we have a roadmap for the next 4 years. At the end of December 2023, we open for A series, right? And well, we have a lot of investors that have committed already. 80% is covered. So now we're trying to close from now to the end of this month the last 20%. And yeah, between the investors, we have soccer players of first class. We cannot say their names yet, but we're very excited.
Thank you very much, and good luck with this, with the investment, because we know that it's hard, but
it's so hard. Yeah.
But good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Oh, the turn of Christian from Sponsify.
Thank you.
Applause for Christian, please.
Thank you for coming. I would like to ask you one question. How many of you know the real ROI in sports in your sponsorship deals? I would say probably none of you if you're investing in projects, in sports projects. Basically, we've been asking to many companies, and many big companies actually, companies like Pepsi, DAM, and some others, and one of the reasons they don't usually invest that much anymore is just because they don't know the real ROI. It's hard for them to get it. Imagine for a small company, for a medium-sized company, it's so hard for them to find this data, this real value. So we checked with most of them, and the problem is basically that to measure this data is really slow. They need to hire a company, which takes 3-4 months to get this real value, to get this data. So it's slow and it's manual. The other reason, and it's because just these big companies are investing or are paying for this data is because they are big and they can do it, but it's so hard to afford this amount of money. And finally, they don't know the pre-investment value. So through Sponsify, we found a solution that is going to measure this data in real time. It's going to give you this data as well before investing, and it's going to be affordable for any size, any company. Okay. So why now? Basically, because there is a transition in sports investment. Digital sports audience has reached already 79% of the audience. We have developed new systems, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and digital tracking, so it's easier now to track this data. And there is another platform, there is another way to watch sports, which is the OTT services. We have YouTube, we have Twitch, we have many other platforms that are offering sports in digital. We don't watch TV anymore. We don't watch TV like we used to do it in the past, so there is a transition. This transition means that right now just 1% of this market, USA, Spain, Mexico, and Brazil, means $400 million, which is a huge amount of money, obviously. So what we do, we did a system, a B2B SaaS, that is going to do basically two important things, but obviously so many other features will be added in the future. The first one is matchmaking. So you're going to be able, as a project, to find your potential sponsor, and the most important thing, as a potential sponsor, you're going to be able to find the projects that are going to target your project, your audience. Okay, that's the main thing, because many companies are receiving a lot of projects, but none of them are inside. Almost none of them are inside the projections or the audience that this project wants to offer. We will offer to all of them a performance panel so they can analyze every KPI that they need. We are focusing on that, so we ask companies what sort of KPIs they need, so we can offer through artificial intelligence, through social media, through different sources, what are the KPIs, and we're going to make it smart. So it's not just reading, it's also analyzing what this KPI is offering to the project. Obviously, every company is going to be able to target or to read all the projects they're investing, plus the projects they just want to track for future investments. And we're offering a smart reporting to all of them. So they can not just print or share, they can, again, just track the data that they need and then import it to a PDF. So other companies are doing things. Some of them are focusing on matchmaking, some others are focusing more on ROI. As you can see, there are a few of them. We want to do both things. We think we can do, actually we do both things. What are we offering? This is a freemium service, plus a subscription plan. This subscription plan, what you see here, goes from free to $199, but there will be another subscription plan for projects. So as a company, this is the investment you're going to do from today to measure your ROI. But as a project, there will be another subscription plan, including the free service, where you're going to be able to measure your real value, which is also really important for projects, because many of them, they don't know what is the value of their proposals. So they have their projects, they have their plans, their deals, but they don't know how much it costs. What are they offering to the market? So this is a tool. This tool is going to help them measure this data. We already talked to different companies and different projects, so we can test this app with them. We're talking about DAM, YouTube, Lycra, but also with projects with FC Barcelona Legends, with the Swimming National Association, and the Fundación Edmilson, so we're tracking this data with them. Right now we're working on this MVP, and in the mid-season, mid-year, we will have in 2023, we'll have the final version of the project. We're going to start with Spain. The app is going to be open, not just the app, but the website is going to be open for every market, but as a marketing strategy, our initial idea is to start with Spain and then to move to South America. Right now we're looking for this funding, which is 100,000 euros, and then we will open a second round for 1 million. And obviously, right now we are already working on this, which means that we have an offline consulting that is working for many other projects on the market. Yeah. So again, as I said, we're looking for this 200,000, 100,000 plus another 100,000 in marketing. That is going to be for marketing and project development. my team, our team, with Claudia as a CEO, but you see here that we have a long experience in sports marketing, plus our advisors, mainly from YouTube, Universal, and one of the best advisors we had, which is the mentor of the project, Yolanda Tarango. Okay, so this is Sponsify, this is what we do. If you want to know more about it, I'm going to be here all day long, so ask me anything you need, okay? Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Christian. We are out of time, I know, but one question. We are now seeing a lot of tools about artificial intelligence like DALI 2, OpenAI. How it works, your technology, more or less? Obviously, you can explain all the details, but more or less, how it works, your tool?
Well, it's a confidential question, actually. I'm not gonna explain you everything because, as he said, it's really tough to give you the answer for everything. But it's true that the app, what it does is not just to read the data that is provided by social media or by OTTs. Actually, something I haven't said, we're able to read every impress of your brand in OTTs, which is also really important to offer then the real value. But what we do is to get this data and then we transform this value into money, so into dollars, euros, or whatever currency you have through this artificial intelligence that it's, again, it's tough to explain, sorry.
Okay, it's confidential. So thank you very much. We've finished the showcase. Thank you for the audience. And I don't know if we have time to take a photo.